Hi there, folks. We have the last of the Stamp Camp projects, and this one uses the Penguin Place bundle from the current new catalog. Okay, not sure where he is. I should have marked the spot. Let's just see. Looks like 33. See how cute? And doesn't just have to be for Christmas. Look, he has happy birthday in there. I love this. I like you a lot. It's like a little, except a lot. That's just kind of cute. Kind of like penguins waddle. I think they were just playing on that sound. Anyway, very, very cute. Okay. All right, so, and it coordinates with the celebration paper that we're also going to use. So let's get to it. All right, so what you will need is a card base. We made ours in Misty Moonlight, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Then you will also need a card front. That's just our envelope. All right, so you'll need a card front, which we're going to die cut with the Give It a Whirl dies. Now, there's more to them than this, and this is not part of them. This goes with a different die set, but we use it for this cute little greeting down here. Okay. Anyway, like Give It a Whirl dies, cut the circle, and they cut this little tiny hole. Okay. So then when you cut your front, you also get that tiny little hole, which is full of pieces of, so that helps you fit, like this little hole is your whole lineup. Okay. Maybe it would help if I showed you how the card works. All right, so this is the card, and you just spin, and now you have a new friend in the window, and now you have another new friend in the window. Aren't they cute? Okay, so this die is the one that cuts the window and in the front. And again, once you've cut your card front, you'll have that hole, so you can decide where you want your window. Do you want it at the side? Do you want it up top? You just want to not interfere with the notch. Okay, so let's do a little die cutting, and I'll show you how that's going to work. Okay, put those pieces over there. Let's bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We need the big one for this project. Okay, the little one won't do. All right, so we have our plates, and we're just going to put this on here. I think I saw that you can cut this all at one time, but I'm not sure I would. I'm going to just wait and cut that in a minute. All right, so let's run this through. Okay. And let's see if I can lean my arm and try not to shake the table too much. I really do need to move my filming station or change tables over here. All right, so I'm going to need this back in a second, but for right now it's going to go over there because we're a little short on space. All right, so that is extra, and there's your little hole. Okay, So we'll just put that back over here. And then we'll get ready to do that one. And I think we'll have room to do our greeting. So I may just go ahead and stamp that as well. So here's where you're going to see how that lines up. So that's when you can decide on where you want your window. Okay. All right, so let's get some Misty Moonlight ink out, and let's do a couple of things. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a background. So we're just gonna do the top half. Really, you don't need to do the bottom half because we're gonna put some designer series paper there. So we'll just add some, and some of these are going to come off of the do one more right there. Okay, then we're going to take this Be Cool, Be Chill, Be Merry, which is kind of fun. And we're just going to stamp it right there. All right, I think that's all I need for right now. I may need some more in a minute, but for right now, we're just going to see if we can get both of these done. All right. So, lay our plates down here. Okay, so here's where you want to just kind of make sure you're lined up and decide, do you want an angled window? Do you want, how do you want that window to be? I think I want it right about there. So I'm going to take this little piece of washi tape because I sure don't want it moving. And I'm going to just stick it right there. Okay, then we're going to take this. I think I'm going to tear this in half. There. I think it stayed. Okay. And we'll do this one. Like that. And then we should be able to run both of those right through. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we have our sweet little greeting right there. And we'll put that back in here. And then we have our front. So I just keep these little pieces of washi tape. Whoop, and there's your window. I just keep these stuck to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine so that I always have a little bit if I need it. There you go. So then, you might find a use for that. I don't know. But you'll see that it now has marked a little bit there. So that's good. So you know exactly what you're doing here. So then we're going to take our three little friends that we cut out of the cute Celebration Designer Series paper. And you can kind of see the outline of where they need to go. So let's just use a little liquid glue. And just do a little bit here. And there we go. It's a little bit hard to see, but it'll work as long as you're pretty close. And as long as you don't go over your hole. you're good. Okay. There. So then we're going to take our brad and put that through the hole. Okay. Whoa. And through the wheel, and they all line up in their windows because everything lined up here. Okay, then I wouldn't, you know how you can open your brad and you can get it super tight, or you can leave it a little bit loose. I would leave it a little bit loose so that this, you don't want it to be wobbly, but when it goes on there, you do want it to spin relatively freely. Okay, so not too tight on that. Then it has to go on here. Now if you glue it flat, it's not gonna turn very easily. So what you want to do is put this up on dimensionals. What you don't want to do is put the dimensionals where they're gonna bump into your wheel. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you're doing your dimensionals, they are not too close to the wheel, but are close enough that they support everything well. All right, so you might want to use some of the edge. I'm going to just come down here a little bit. So I have some edges. I also have some of the skinny edge on this one. So we're just going to go across the top here, way up close. Ooh, maybe I'll go this way. So I'm going to put those points way up close to the top. Okay. Then I also have some of this thick from the mini dimensional. So I'm just going to take that. Now, if you have some of that thick foam tape or something like that, that would be great for this job. Okay, so we'll just take this nice wide piece and go down here, and maybe one more piece from this corner here, and go kind of offset here. You really want this supported well, especially if you're mailing it. Okay, if you're mailing it, you really want to be sure that you've got it well supported. Okay, so then you just take all of that off. Like that. Whoops, missed that one. Okay. Then you're going to just center that on the card front. And there you go. Okay. Now let's take our little piece of designer series paper, if I can find it. I should have one. Well, this could be a challenge. I thought I had all the pieces when I started here. Wonder if I threw it on the floor. I don't see it. Wonder if the Big Shot's on it. No, not the Big Shot. Oh, Stampin' Cut Emboss machine isn't on it. Did it get stuck in the catalog? No. Okay, and you guys are probably going, Leslie, it's right there in front of you, and I don't see it. Okay, well, hang on. All right, let me get rid of this, and I'll grab another piece. And you know I'm gonna find it as soon as I come back, right? Yeah, I will. All right, so good thing we cut some extras, huh? Yep. Okay, so you have this little piece of designer series paper that is, watch it slid under here, nope. That is 2.5 by 3.5, and that goes right down here. So let's put that on. This is more of that cute coordinating penguin paper. It is so fun. All right, so we're gonna just line that up down here like that. Okay. Now, that front is a little plain, so let's give it some, oops, that's the inside. Don't do that, Leslie. This goes on the inside. So again, I cut it 3.5 by 5. One of the other videos, I told you how to do that so that you get 5 pieces instead of just 4. Okay, so we'll put that in the inside so I won't try to stamp on it. And that would be bad. Okay. Now, some of the pieces of designer series paper, oh, pardon me, I'm sorry, have these, there's a whole sheet with the little penguins that can get punched out. It fits in the punch, okay? However, in order to not wreck the rest of it with these other things, you have to do a little pre-cutting first. And then you say, oh, but Leslie, it's so small, how are you ever going to get it in the punch? You're going to put it on a sticky note, and you're going to slide it in. That gives you a little bit of a handle so that you can wiggle it around and get it just right. And have your little penguin, who is so cute. So this bundle, the penguin bundle, in order to get the paper for free, you need to spend $50. So the penguin with the punch, the stamp set and the punch, that bundle, I think is somewhere in the neighborhood of $35 or something dollars. So you might want to add some, you know, some other adhesive or the Give It a Whirl dies or something so that you can get up to $50 and get the paper. Ah, so cute. All right, so now we're going to also stamp a couple of little penguin friends in Memento Black. Okay. And again, I am stamping on a really thick pad of paper. If you are not, I would suggest you use the Stampin' Pierce mat to get a nice black, or put them in your Stamparatus so you can go a couple of times. I think I should have started from the other side. I may be using that Post-it note again. All right. But let's finish them off. Okay, so we'll give him a little beak. So we'll stamp his little beak here. Just like that in pumpkin pie ink. Oh, he looks like he's smiling. He's so cute. All right, and then we're gonna stamp him over here. Oop. All right. Then we need to make sure this is good and clean. And because we don't want pumpkin pie with our bow ties. So let's put the pumpkin pie away and grab that Misty Moonlight again, and we'll give him a little bow tie. Here you go, buddy. Really dapper looking. Oh yeah. There we go. So cute. All right, we'll clean that off too. There. All right, then we need to punch, and I have a feeling that, yeah, I did it wrong. That's okay. We have a solution. We're just gonna cut them apart like this, and then I think I can get this one. Oh, this will work. Well, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I thought I went too high, but I didn't. There we go. And now I can do this one. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of lefty work here. There we go. Okay. All right. Didn't need the Post-it note, but I did have to do a little trimming. Okay. So now we have these cute little guys, but they don't have any feet. So, punched a whole bunch of little pumpkin pie feet. And I just used the tiniest little, I think they were like 1/2-inch strips, and just punched whole bunches of feet. Okay. And, you know, I have about 1 million of these little containers. So now we have one full of feet. So let's put them on glue dots. So that'll be nice and easy. Well, it will be if you put it where you want it. I was trying to get it at the widest part of the foot, but not sticking out from between the toes. You know. Okay. There we go. Let's give these guys some feet. And then they can go on the front of the card. They're so stinking cute. I love these penguins. Just love them. When I saw them, I said, oh yeah, that's first on my list. So there we go. All right, now we want to add them to our card front. Okay, so we're going to have one of them go on flat and the other one go on with dimensionals. Because you don't want to get this too fat here. All right, so we're going to have one with dimensionals and one flat. Whoops. There. All right, so we'll put this little guy right over here. Okay. And we'll put this little guy here. And then we'll add our greeting, more dimensionals. If you're looking for something to just get you close, like if you're really close to $50 and you need something, just add a package of dimensionals. Or a package of rhinestones. I think I put mine away. But the folks that came to class got a package of rhinestones. So we started adding rhinestones to everything, including the penguins. So, and you could even color the rhinestones black and make their eyes kind of sparkly too. So it's all in what you want to do. So then you just, there they go. Hey, Foxy. Hey, little penguin friend. There's our polar bear waving to us. Okay, so really fun, really fun card. So hope you enjoy all of these projects and make lots more. And if you change them up a little bit, make sure you share them so that we can see. Thanks. Bye, guys.